What's up, y'all? Chimp Choke MMA, and today we got some huge news. We finally got UFC 317 announced, and let's be honest, this is an okay fight. It's not as good as Ilia versus Islam. It's not even as good as Arman versus Ilia, but it's something, I guess. I mean, Ilia's probably going to be a double champ now, so that's going to be cool. He's going to be double champ before Islam, which is fucking crazy. But, yeah. I mean, obviously, I have Ilia by KO, but I think Charles still has a real shot, but I'm probably going to have to do more tape study to back that up. Yeah, this is a good fight, I guess, but it's just not at the same level as Topuria versus Islam, obviously, and yeah, we got some other fights announced along with the Ilia versus Charles fight. We got Alexandre Pantoja, my bad, versus Kaikara France, and it's okay, but like this is a good card, but it's not International Fight Week good, if you get what I'm saying. Like, there could have been so many great fights on this card. There could have been Ilia versus Arman or Islam, obviously. Then we could have had John Jones versus Tom Aspinall, which is never happening. I'm sorry to tell you guys, but that's never happening. And then we could have had Dricus versus Khamzat on here. But I honestly thought that Khamzat wasn't allowed to fight in the U.S., for like political reasons, but I mean they got him on the Chicago card, so I don't see why they couldn't have put it on here. And then the third best fight on this card is fucking Paulo Costa versus Roman Kopylov. Like, why the fuck are we having Paulo Costa on a main card in 2025? I mean, yeah, Paulo Costa is probably gonna lose. And then we got Beneil Dariush versus Renato Moicano, rebooked. I mean, it's going to be a good fight. I don't really know who wins that. We'll have to see. I don't really care about the heavyweight fight or the middle or the other middleweight fight. But Brandon Royval versus Manel Kape, that is actually a good fight. I think that that's better versus Alexandre Pantoja versus Kaikara France. And we'll see if this storyline for Manel Kape keeps going. Like I said, it's going to be a great fight. So, I think Manel Kape, if he wins this fight, he'll fight for a title. And we'll see who wins this title. But if it's Pantoja, I mean, after this Manel Kape fight, who else is Pantoja going to be able to fight? Or, who else is he going to fight? There's nobody else in the rankings besides, maybe Tatsuro Taira, but Tatsuro Taira, he lost his last fight, so he's probably not going to get a title shot anytime soon. But that would be a pretty cool fight. I mean, Tatsuro Taira, great jiu-jitsu, obviously. Got to work on the striking, but yeah, Pantoja probably wins that. Anyways, I'm getting off topic. But yeah, last fight, WMMA shit. Not going to go over that. Don't really care about it. But, yeah, that's the card. It's alright, but like I said, not International Fight Week worthy. Oh, yeah, and, yeah, we're never getting this fight. I mean, everyone probably already knows Islam's been stripped, but that's not even the only reason. I see fans trying to justify this online, and I don't know why, but Islam took 0 damage in the Moicano fight, so there's literally no reason why he can't take this fight. He does not need, how many months has it been? 6 months? So from the time he fought to International Fight Week, it'll be 6 months. He took no damage in that fight. I don't understand why he can't fucking take this fight. And, I get that he wants to chase his dreams and stuff, but now he's going to have more asterisks on his legacy than if he would have just fought Ilia. Because, a lot of people are saying, if he fights Ilia, oh, yeah, it's just another featherweight or whatever. But if he doesn't fight Ilia, we're always going to have that. We're going to have 2 question marks now. We're going to have, oh, yeah, he just fought featherweights in the lightweight division, which doesn't even fucking make sense because half of the people in the top 15 are from featherweight. or like the good people at least, are from featherweight. And now he's going to have the asterisk that's he didn't fight Ilia. Whereas if he would have just fought Ilia, he would have just had one asterisk. It doesn't make any sense. Like, I don't understand why he can't fight and then move up. I don't get it, because the JDM fight just happened. If the JDM fight just happened, that gives him plenty of time to prepare for the fight. Like, this fight's probably not going to happen until October. And yeah, that gives JDM like a month more time to prepare, but I guarantee you he's just going to spend this month recovering. So I just don't understand why Islam can't fight this dude and then move up. I just feel like I'm not saying that he's ducking. Okay, I think that JDM, like I said, I think JDM is a harder fight for him than Ilia. But, you know, fans are already saying, other fans are already saying this is ducking. And clearly this is like become a big thing, because I see everyone talking about, everyone complaining about how people are saying that he's ducking. And, you know, like I said, personally, I think JDM's a harder fight for him. But you can't deny not taking this fight makes him look worse than if he would have just fought him. And, you know, I think Islam wins this fight. I really do think that Islam wins this fight. But, you know, it is still risky for him. So I can see why he would, in quotes, make, like, choose his fight smarter, if that's how they want to word it. But, yeah, there is no reason that he can't take this fight before he moves to welterweight. And yeah, like I said, as you can see in this totally not photoshopped image, Dana White stripped Islam of his belt. And this makes absolutely no sense, because how the fuck is Jon Jones still champion? He's out here shooting fucking movies. Like, oh shit, spoiler. But he's out here shooting fucking movies, doing fucking tough with Nate Diaz, caressing dude's hair in Thailand, just random motherfuckers. And, you know, bro's looking like DC in this picture, man. Like, fucking huffing and puffing, sweating bullets just from walking around. And, you know, there is no reason why this dude should still be champion. He has had one title defense in, like, 2 years, and I think I saw something that's like he's the longest reigning heavyweight champion, and he only has one fucking title defense in 2 years. It makes absolutely no fucking sense. But, you know, we've already given this guy the time of day. We've given him too much attention, and that's exactly what he wants. So I personally think that Tom Aspinall should just move on at this point, and do like an interim belt defense, because, you know, they're not going to strip Jon Jones. So he might as well just rack up interim belt defenses, as sad as it is. But you can't let this dude stall out your career, you know, because that's what he wants. So I think Tom Aspinall should just, you know, defend his interim belt more. Plus, it would be kind of funny. But, you know, that's a topic for another video. Yeah. And then last but not least, we got Khamzat versus DDP. You know, this is a super great fight. It's been hyped up for a while. And honestly, this is probably more exciting than Ilia versus Charles. You know, a lot of people say that Khamzat smokes DDP. And for a while, I was actually on the contrary, and I was like, DDP has I thought that DDP has a slight edge because of how crazy this dude is in his fights. Like, you always think he's gonna lose, and then he somehow pulls it off. But then I realized that this man's only title fights are teep and jab Sean Strickland and Wash Dizzy. So yeah, I think DDP's kind of cooked here. You know, Khamzat's fucking off the charts. Plus, I just think it's part of the storyline for Khamzat to win. But if DDP pulls it off, that'd be crazy. That would actually be fucking crazy. He would definitely be up there in, like, the GOATs of middleweight conversation for sure if he beat Khamzat. But yeah, I don't think DDP is winning this. And this isn't me hating on DDP. I love DDP. I actually just bought a shirt, a DDP shirt, He's one of my favorite fighters just because he's so fucking funny. And, you know, the press conference for this is going to be fucking hilarious. I'm sure Chimaev is going to get really pissed off at some of the shit that DDP says. But, you know, if Khamzat wins, we're going to have to wait a year for the next middleweight title fight. So, that kind of sucked. But, I mean, there's a bright side to if, you know, Khamzat's still exciting, you know. But and the title fight would be cool, but like I said, we're probably going to have to wait like a year for the next title fight. But there are some other pros and cons to this because, or there are some other pros to this because if DDP loses, the next fight that we'll get is probably DDP versus RDR. That is if RDR wins against Whitaker, which I think that he will. I'm pretty sure that he will. I'm probably going to have to do tape study on that one too in order to be able to give a definitive answer, but I think RDR wins that. And, you know, that would be the ultimate goofball matchup if that happens. That'd be fucking hilarious. I'm sure we'd have a cheeky-ass press conference. And, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think. Who do you think wins these fights? Do you guys disagree with me or anything? Put it in the comments below. And, yeah, I'll see you next time.